Hello everyone, how are you? I guess you people are doing good. I'm also doing great. Welcome back to another session with me, Pushpa. This is the day 3 of our 30-day challenge where we are going to improve our communication skills. It's not like we are going to learn all the grammar and all things, but we are going to learn the techniques which we are going to implement in our daily life. On the day 0, what did we learn? We have learned 2 techniques. The first one is we have to stand in front of a mirror and we have to talk to ourselves. And on the second, and one more technique, the second technique is we have to think in English. When we are thinking in English, then we can the same words will come out from our mouth. So these 2 are the techniques which we have learned on day 1. Coming to on day 0. On day 1, what did we learn? We have learnt that we have to mimic or copy someone whom we think as our role models. And on day 1, we have also learnt some phrases. Some phrases which some basic phrases when we meet a stranger, what are the phrases which we are going to use, right? Like hello, how are you, and all these phrases. And on day 2, what did we learn? We have learned some verbs, the action words which we are going to use in our daily life, and we have practiced what we did yesterday. What are the things, what are the actions which I have done yesterday, and I also asked you to practice actions which you have done in your yesterday, in your day, that is the day before day. Yes, in the past tense, I asked all of you to practice the V2 form. You have to use only the V2 form of the verb. And we have learned some phrases, like the 2 phrases in the 2 situations. One is the happy situation, and what is the other situation? I guess it is sad, right? We have learned 2 phrases. So if you learn all these phrases, then you can talk like a native speaker, and you can talk like a native speaker, right? Today also we are going to learn some techniques and some phrases. Today also you'll be learning one technique which I am using from past 10 to 15 days, and I have improved myself. I guess you can observe in my videos from the earlier videos which I have told about English or English communication or phrases, everything, all the videos. And in this video you can observe my changes. I have been using all this technique from past 15 to 20 days, and it is working for me as well. For me, you can also follow this technique. The technique is we have to learn from our mistakes. How do we learn from our mistakes? Yes, we have to note down the mistakes in a diary. The first thing is we have to note down the mistakes in a diary, and we have to go through the mistakes again and again, and we have to keep in mind that, and we have to be conscious that we should not repeat the mistakes. The first thing is we have to note down all the mistakes, and we have to be conscious that we should not repeat those mistakes again and again. Okay, so this is the technique which we are going to learn today. Okay, I also follow the same technique where I maintain a diary and I note down all the mistakes which I have made in a particular day. And I also note down one more thing, that is, what did I learn today? If I have learned something new today, I will note down in that, like a new vocabulary or new words, new phrases, something which I have learned new. I'll note down in the diary and I will be practicing it every day. So if you are practicing it every day, if you learn at least a single word in a day, then you will have 30 words in 1 month, where you will be learning words every day, right? So what should we do? The first thing is we have to note down our mistakes, and we have to be conscious. We have to go through the diary every day before we sleep, so that we will be conscious. We should not make those mistakes again and again. And the second thing is we have to note down the new things what we are going to learn every day. vocabulary or phrases, whatever it may be, we have to note down them in our diary, and we have to go through the diary before going to sleep, so that we will remember all these things again and again. And when you go through the diary, what do we remember? We'll remember that we should not make these mistakes again and again. Okay, so everyone will be having some or the other loopholes, so we have to overcome those loopholes, and we have to improve ourselves. We have to overcome those loopholes, and we have to improve ourselves, right? So everyone, most of us will be having a habit of using filler words. We will be having a habit of using filler words. Like, what are filler words? Filler words are nothing but when you forget something, you use like so, and, but, then, like that. So I also had a habit of using filler words like so. If you observe my videos, earlier videos, I had a habit of using the word so. Oh, we can improve that as well. We can note down that in our diary. We have to change this. Like, what should we note down in our diary? We have to note down that I should change my filler words. I should change so. I have used so this many times in my today. So I should change it. I have to change it. Right? So the technique is done. So go home and practice it. And next, what are the phrases which we are going to learn today? We are going to learn some phrases, 6 phrases which we are using in annoying situation, and the next thing is when you are angry. So what are the 3 phrases? First, we will learn the 3 phrases when we are angry. What are the 3 phrases we have to use when we are angry? Okay, the first phrase is, I'm so furious. I'm very furious. And the next phrase is, I have never been so mad in my life. The second phrase is, I have never been so mad in my life. So this phrase you can use when someone is irritating or you're very angry on, for example, say your boss. If your boss is so irritating, you can use this phrase. I have never been so mad in my life. This boss is so irritating. Like your boss is very irritating, or he did not give you any leave for the day. If you have asked some leave, or if you have asked some permission and he did not give you any permission or leave, you can put some facial expressions and you can say, I've never been so mad in my life. This boss is so irritating. Like this. Okay, and the third phrase is, I'm so mad I could scream. So instead of screaming loudly, you can use this phrase, I'm so mad I could scream. So, or if you are in a professional place and you're not supposed to scream there, and you got so much of angry and you wanted to scream loudly but you're not in a position to scream, you can say, I'm so mad I could scream. Okay, so these are the 3 phrases which you can use in our daily life. Believe me guys, we are going to learn English. If you are at this level, we are going to improve to the next level. When we are using these phrases, we can improve our English. The next 3 phrases are, when someone is annoying you, you can use these phrases. When someone is annoying beside you, you can say, quit whining, stop complaining, and the next phrase is, don't be so grumpy. So these are the 3 phrases you can use to ask someone to stop annoying you. You're very angry and you want someone to stop telling, you can use these phrases. Okay, the first phrase is, quit whining. When do we use this situation? When do we use this phrase? This phrase can be used when you have a friend with you and he is complaining continuously about his boss again and again, that his boss is not giving him permissions, his boss is irritating, he's very he's giving him more work, like that is continuously telling 10 number of people or more number of people again and again. For example, say 10, you are there with him all the 10 times and you are listening to him continuously and you don't want to listen it again. Instead of telling him some bad expressions or some bad words or sad expressions, you can say, quit whining. Don't, please stop complaining. You can say, you can also use this phrase like please stop complaining, or you can say quit whining. So these two you can say, or you can say don't be so grumpy. You can also use these phrases like stop complaining, please stop complaining, don't complain. If you don't want to listen it again and again, you can say please stop complaining. Okay, and the next is don't be so grumpy. Whining is also a word which tells us about sad expressions or sad feelings. Okay, so you can say stop whining or quit whining, stop whining. Don't be so grumpy. Grumpy is also the same word which you can use for telling about bad expressions or sad expressions or sad faces or sad words. Okay, so these are the three phrases we can use when someone is beside you and he is annoying you and you don't want to hurt him. You can use these phrases. Did we learn all throughout this session? We have learned the technique. What is the technique? We have to learn from our mistakes. We have to note down our mistakes in a diary or in a book and maintain it. And the next thing is we have to note down the new words or new phrases what we learnt in a particular day, and by the end of the day we have to practice it. And the next thing is we have learnt some 6 phrases which we are going to practice it every day and we are going to use it in our day-to-day life. Okay, so the homework for today is you have to talk to me, you have to tell me about for 1 minute when was the last time you faced an annoying situation. Stand in front of a mirror and talk to yourself for 1 or 2 minutes and practice it every day. If you are practicing it daily, then we will improve our communication skills. And the next thing is you have to tell me any 2 phrases. You have to use any 2 phrases which we have learned today in your own words and put it in the comment section below. If you're new to my channel, please do subscribe my channel and hit the bell button so that you'll get notified whenever I put any video, and please give me a big thumbs up so that I get motivated and do more videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.